Okay, I'm back with part two. Uh, y'all know how I feel about this, so we're just gonna go ahead and get it done. And I'm gonna try from now on to probably condense what I don't know. Never mind. If it has to be a part two, you guys, I'm gonna do part two. Just please watch both parts if you wanna see the whole show. Anyway, so Kat is helping customers at Finmore's, and everybody is surprised that the Catherine Chancellor is behind the register helping people at Finmore's, but she's like, I do what I have to do, anybody I can help by in anything I do. So Ashley comes in the door, and Catherine asks her what she's there for, and she says she's picking up something she ordered for Baby John, and they both ooh and ah over how cute he is, and so they get to talking, and she's happy that Catherine is happy that her and Tucker are speaking again. She's telling Ashley that they finally like have this bond or whatever. And so she asked Ashley, was there something wrong? And she was like, because she asked her why is she working late, why don't she go and have dinner with Tucker or whatever. And she said, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. So Catherine thought about having lunch with him, and so she said she'll call him and go have lunch with him or whatever. And then Ashley tells no so Catherine tells Ashley that she knew what happened between him and Sophia, and Ashley's like, oh, you knew? And she said, yeah, he just told me yesterday. Was there something wrong with him telling me? And so it changed from their part. So Tucker and Harmony talked about Harmony arrives at the club, and she sits at the bar and she just orders a tea or whatever. And Tucker is there, and he's like, where you going? All fancy. And she said, I'm going to one of my meetings. And she said, well, what you doing here? And he said, I'm just, they get to talking about what happened between him and Ashley, and she was telling him that some things had been going on after Devon's listening party that she just wasn't too cool with, so she needed to go to her meeting. So he was telling her that this whole Ashley thing, he's the kind of woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with, and he loves her, and that's the kind of woman he'd always wanted to be with, and but he just doesn't know if he could cut if he's cut for the whole marriage thing. And so Phyllis and Nick talk about, they get back to the house after they've left the department, the police department. Phyllis and Nick are talking about Daisy. We got this whole Daniel and Daisy custody thing, and now we have Lauren being arrested. Just like, what else? What else could there be? And they both try to unwind and relax. And Nick tells Phyllis that there's no other place he'd rather be, and they start kissing or whatever, making out. So Avery and Michael have arrived at the coffee house, and they're discussing what to do about Lauren's case. And he tells her that he's just scared and he's terrified of what might happen next. So Ashley tells Catherine that there was not a problem with Tucker telling her, what happened, and that's, if that's what he wanted to tell her, it's fine. And she kind of tried to change the subject and said she had to get back to work. And she's like, I really wish you would join us for dinner. And she said, no, I'll take a rain check. I really got work to do. So she's leaving, Jill's coming in, and she was like, hi, but bye. And so Jill was like, is it something I said? And she said, Catherine was like, no, I think it's something I said, or I shouldn't have said. So Tucker says that he has been feeling, Harmony asks, like, why does he feel like this? And he said he had been feeling that way for a while. And, he just was pouring his heart out about how much he loved Ashley. He just don't want to hurt her, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. And that's the only woman he ever been this much in love with, and, true love. And she says, why are you saying all this to me? And he said, I don't know, but you've seen me at my worst. And she was like, well, yeah, you right about that. So Neil finally meets up with Sophia at the coffee house, and she asks him, did he handle everything he needed to handle business-wise, and he said yes. And he was like, well, what was the big news? You called me, you said it was important. And she tell him that she goes to at the club at the Mommy and Me class, and when she goes back to pick him up, he's sitting up by himself. So they have this happy moment and congratulating Moses, and Neil picks him up and hugs him and kisses him and say that's my boy and all that. So Michael and Avery are back at the coffee house, and Avery is reassuring Michael that Lauren probably just acted out in self-defense. She was trying to defend herself. Daisy came at her wrong, and she was probably doing it to defend herself. And he was like, "Well, I don't know. This has been going on for a while." And he's like, "Well, what happens if she gets out and she bumps into Daisy again? What would happen then?" And she said, "Well, y'all are moving. You said y'all were moving out of your apartment." And he was like, "But we not, we're still here. What's gonna happen? What happens if she clicks again? What could this do to her? So Lauren is back and she's in her cell. They've locked her in. She had this flashback moment from when Daisy had her, locked up in captive, held them captive. Her and Kevin's ex-girlfriend. Uh, so when she snapped out of it, she said that this is never gonna end. Like she's always gonna have this problem throughout her whole life with Daisy and the whole Sheila thing. So that's what happened today. It says tomorrow the SEC comes to see Jack about his lawsuit against Genevieve for Beauty of Nature that he had filed before they were supposed to get married again. I don't know if he still kept it up, but because they never discussed it anymore. And so he was like, "Why would the SEC be coming to see me about a lawsuit about Beauty of Nature?" And he said, "Because you're not the only one that had a lawsuit." And so then Nikki goes and tells Victor today is the day that Victoria adopts John. And then they show Chelsea and Adam at the coffee house sitting at a table, and Chelsea's like, "Is this a sign that I just saw the baby on the day that I'm supposed to give him up for adoption?" So I don't know if this is going to be her having second thoughts or what. But that's what happened today and what's previewed to happen tomorrow. I thank you guys so much for watching. Um, Scroll screen that goes across the bottom. Tomorrow I will not be able to get it up at my normal time, which is after the show goes off, because I won't be able to watch it as I regularly broadcasted time. So I have to watch it online, and I'll either have the review up for you Thursday night or early Friday morning before the other one comes on. And I apologize for that, but I have some things to do. That happens from time to time with me. Please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my time. So, thank you guys so much again for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, share it, whatever. All comments are good comments to me. So thank you guys so much again, and I'm sorry I had to be in two. I try not to talk so fast so you can get it all in, but then it still goes over. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I wish they would give me like 30 minutes. But then who is going to sit there and watch the 30 minutes? I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling on. You guys have a great day. Thank you.